flash news program on Azərbaycan Television with the most important events of the day. I'm your host, İlham. Armenian armed forces once again subjected to fire the Azerbaijan army positions in the direction of Tovuz region. On November 18, starting from 2:10 p.m., the Armenian armed forces units from the positions in the direction of the Chinarli village of the Shamshadin region, using small arms, once again subjected to intensive fire the Azerbaijan army positions in the direction of the Kohanabi village of Tovuz region. The opposing side was suppressed by retaliation fire. There are no losses among the military personnel of the Azerbaijan army, the Ministry of Defense reported. Foreign Minister Ceyhun Bayramov had a telephone conversation with Minister of Foreign Affairs of Sweden, chairperson of the Office of OSCE Ann Linde. During the conversation, Ann Linde expressed concern over the tension on the Azerbaijani-Armenian border and called on both sides to engage in a constructive dialogue. Minister Ceyhun Bayramov noted that the tension was the next in a series of provocative steps taken by Armenia. It was stressed that the Armenian military political leadership is directly responsible for the escalation of the situation in the region and obstruction of the implementation of the trilateral statement. During the telephone conversation, the sides exchanged views on other issues of mutual interest. The latest fiasco of Armenia is not only of a military nature. Yerevan also has failures at the diplomatic table. The international reactions that followed after the latest provocations once again confirmed that the realities created by Azerbaijan were recognized by all centers of political forces, while Armenia could not get support even from its traditional partners.
It didn't take long for the long-observed revanchist rhetoric of Armenia to manifest itself in military provocations. Once again, it became obvious that this country is experiencing a crisis not only in the political, economic and military spheres, but is also unable to carry out even the most elementary calculations and comparisons and draw correct conclusions. Azerbaijan has openly stated that it will take adequate steps if it feels a threat in the actions of Yerevan. If any force in Armenia looks askance at us, shows any revanchist aspirations, they will see our fist. The feast is there. For Armenia, which is confirmed by another provocation its disinterest in peace and cooperation in the region, the labyrinth looks even more hopeless today. The fact is that faced with yet another fiasco on the battlefield, the aggressor country, which has lost all diplomatic support, has been driven into a corner. Along with the call of the President of the Council of the European Union, Charles Michel, to the President of Azerbaijan, Ilham, in connection with this issue, concerns in the statements of the United States, Russia, France, Italy and other countries stressed the importance of starting negotiations on the demarcation and delimitation of borders. One of the most important points here is that the position of the organizations and states commenting on this issue naturally coincides with the position of Azerbaijan. The EU statement reads, European Union calls on Armenia and Azerbaijan to respect the commitments undertaken within the framework of the signed trilateral statements. We call on both sides to resume negotiations to achieve a comprehensive settlement of outstanding issues, including border demarcation. The appeal of the U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken is also against the destructive approach of Armenia. We call on both sides to engage directly and constructively to resolve all outstanding issues, including border demarcation. Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov said, "We still hope that the only way to stabilize the situation is to implement the trilateral agreements, and we believe that all countries must first of all comply with the obligations, and this will be a guarantee that such incidents will not resume." Azerbaijan has long come forward with the initiative to demarcate and delimit the border, open communications, conclude a peace treaty, while Armenia does not respond to this cause. Another attempt by Armenia, having made a provocation to present Azerbaijan as the guilty party, failed. Armenia even tried to blackmail some countries. The statement of the Secretary of the Security Council of Armenia, Armen Grigoryan, that if Russia and the Collective Security Treaty Organization do not interfere in this issue, they will retain the right to turn to other international partners, was nothing more than an attempt to blackmail Russia.
The business mission on economic cooperation between Azerbaijan and Russia has ended. More than 150 bilateral meetings were held. On the second day of the business event, the participants were introduced to the development potential of the liberated territories. It was noted that the project has been developed to support investment in these areas.
During the two-day business mission, 31 Russian and 36 Azerbaijani companies presented their products for smart cities. On the second day of the forum, the guests were shown a presentation of the development potential of the liberated territories of Azerbaijan. Deputy Director of the Department for Reconstruction and Development of Territories of the Ministry of Economy, Visal Garayev, said that a project had been developed to support investments in the liberated territories of Azerbaijan. The project reflects investments in this area's existing opportunities, suitable sectors for investment and other issues. Necessary work has been done to attract and support foreign investors. It was also reported that Agdam Industrial Park is a favorable zone for small and medium businesses. The Raz Valley Economic Zone has great transport and transit potential. Production and sale of construction materials can be organized here, as well as logistics centers can be built. During the business mission, the priorities for the restoration of Karabakh, governance and security, implementation of infrastructure projects, ensuring economic activity were discussed. The importance of demining the liberated areas was stressed. It was stated that the restoration process is one of the priorities until 2030. Discussions were held on the restoration of roads and railways that will ensure the integration of the liberated areas into the country's overall economy. In this regard, the importance of international north-south, one belt, one road transport corridors was emphasized.
A symposium was held to further improve the quality of ambulance services. As a symposium organized with the participation of specialists from Turkey and with the support of the World Health Organization in Azerbaijan, the creation of new programs to strengthen the capacity of the emergency medical workforce and improve the quality of pre-hospital emergency care was stressed. 2,124 infections with novel coronavirus were registered in Azerbaijan. 2,669 people received after treatment and were released home. 27 people who earlier tested positive for COVID-19 died. The overall confirmed cases in Azerbaijan have reached 568,089, with 530,774 recoveries and 7,551 deaths. The number of active infections is 29,764. To detect new infection cases over the past day, 12,963 tests and overall 5,405,244 tests have been conducted in Azerbaijan. The task force under the Cabinet of Ministers reported. That was all for the day. Thank you for being with us and see you next time.